everyone, today I've got your Foxcatcher movie review. The unlikely and ultimately tragic relationship between an eccentric multi-millionaire and two champion wrestlers shows that wrestling is just really intense, especially when you're working with some really great actors. And this movie is based off of true events, which is something that really drew me into seeing this movie. As far as the story goes, this is a really intense film and one that I've been wanting to see for a really long time, so I'm really glad that I got a chance to check it out when I did, because I know it got a lot of Oscar buzz, and it's just really dramatic and shows that, you know, even the funniest of actors can have a dark side to them. I just found this movie to be really awesome, and there are just a lot of things going on that I did not expect to see happen. This movie stars some pretty great actors. You've got Steve Carell, who's already getting Oscar buzz for his role as John DuPont, who is the coach to Channing Tatum's wrestling character, and I just like have so many things I want to say about his character, because he really immerses himself into the role. I just love the way he has his mannerisms, the way he talks, and the way he acts. It's all something that is so unlike Steve Carell that it just really drew me to his character, and seeing how he really immersed himself into this role as this real life guy, and he just looks so incredible, and the way he is, it's almost comical, because it's just he says certain things and he does certain things, and you don't know whether to laugh or to cry, because it is just so awesome and fantastic. And then you've got Channing Tatum, who I think really has grown up and really matured in some of his roles. And you don't really see him as the type of guy who would take on a movie like this, because he's so used to either being a pretty boy actor, and now he's changed all that to become this wrestler who really bulked up for the role, and he just does not look like himself either. And I don't know what it is. It almost drew me out of the movie, because it didn't look like him, but it sounded like him, and he really should be getting some Oscar buzz, as well as Steve Carell, because it's so different, and he's working with Steve Carell, and you see the relationship that they have on screen, and it really does show a true testament to their roles, and the situations that happen when he eventually is training to go to the Olympics. And with the help of Steve Carell, it's all going to be worth it in the end. And then you also have Mark Ruffalo, who plays Channing Tatum's brother, older brother that is, who also helps Channing Tatum to practice and stay focused, and just doing all of these things that, I found to be really cool as well. And there were a lot of things that I did like about this movie. I didn't think that I was going to appreciate this movie as much, because I'm not a huge wrestling fan. I don't always like movies that are based off of sporting events. But because this was so character-driven, I really did love how it focused on the characters and not so much the actions that they were doing. But, I did like movies like The Fighter or The Wrestler. I did like that. So it just depends on the type of movie, I guess, that I do enjoy sometimes when they talk about sporting events, but in a more dramatic way. You really do see how much the characters go through, and Foxcatcher is actually the name of the place that Steve Carell lives at, because he's like this rich guy and he lives in this huge estate. So I always found it interesting. I was always wondering where the name came from. But I still enjoyed watching this movie, and overall, I would say that Foxcatcher is a great film to see. It's definitely one that's going to get some Oscar buzz. Whether or not it actually wins any awards, that is up for debate, but who knows what's going to happen in the long run. And I would definitely recommend checking out seeing this movie, because it's one that you shouldn't miss for the year of 2014, because it is just so great. It's well acted, it's got a great story, and it's got everything that you're definitely looking for, whether or not you're a fan of the Oscars and wanting to get some Oscar bait for this movie. So I would recommend checking out seeing this movie if you haven't, and I would give this 4 hearts on the heart rate scale. So let me know in the comments what you guys thought of Foxcatcher, and what do you think of the acting in this movie. And as always, you guys can subscribe to my channel. I've got more movie reviews, movie updates. Come back every for a Chill Thursday video. You guys can also like me on Facebook and follow me on Twitter, and I'll see you guys later.